Trump and Netanyahu, Nazi madmen on a mission of destruction. This is Bob Avakian, Revolution, number 110. With the fall of the Assad regime in Syria, Israel, headed by Benjamin Netanyahu, has extended its military aggression in Syria, on top of the genocide it is carrying out against the Palestinian people and the massive slaughter and destruction it has continued to commit in Lebanon. Nuremberg for Netanyahu. After the defeat of Nazi Germany in World War II in 1945, the victors in that war carried out Nuremberg trials of Nazis. The city of Nuremberg had been the site of massive Nazi rallies during the period of fascist rule in Germany in the 1930s and the first part of the 1940s. The head Nazi, Adolf Hitler, committed suicide and so avoided those trials, but other high-ranking Nazis were tried and convicted. As I spoke to in message number 5, what a terrible, ironic twist of history. For centuries, Jews were subjected to horrendous atrocity, and this reached its most terrible dimensions in the Holocaust, when millions of Jews were murdered by the Nazis during World War II. But then Israel was founded and has been maintained as a Zionist, Jewish supremacist state on the basis of bloody oppression of the Palestinian people. This is why I have made the provocative but profoundly true statement. After the Holocaust, the worst thing that has happened to Jewish people is the state of Israel. Recently, the International Criminal Court issued an arrest warrant for Netanyahu in light of his genocidal crimes against the Palestinian people. For now, Netanyahu has escaped judgment and punishment, in large part because cover and protection has been provided for him, along with massive military aid by the Biden-Harris administration. But to the people of the world, Netanyahu's genocidal crimes have been fully exposed, and however long he escapes accountability, Netanyahu and others responsible for this genocide fully deserve their own Nuremberg trials. Trump MAGA fascism prepares for further extremes in supporting Israel's genocide against the Palestinian people. Among other things, this is shown by Trump's nominee for U.S. Ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee. Huckabee is a fanatical Christian fascist lunatic who refuses to recognize the existence of Palestine and the Palestinian people. This fits perfectly with and represents even greater criminal monstrosity in backing Israel's genocidal slaughter of the Palestinian people. Christian fascists like Huckabee believe that the second coming of Jesus can happen only when Israel incorporates and directly rules all the territory of Palestine as a Jewish state. Huckabee's genocidal position is a telling representation of the fundamental unity between Trump MAGA fascism and the terrible reality of Israeli present-day Nazism. All this is occurring in the context of dangerously heightening conflict, not just the warfare driven by Israel with U.S. backing in the Middle East, but in the world as a whole, with the growing danger of even more devastating war including the possibility of nuclear war involving the U.S., Russia, and China. And all this has been accompanied by a severe wave of repression, especially on college campuses in this country, moving to shut down campus protest, cutting campuses off from the rest of society, and outlawing and punishing criticism and opposition to the genocide being carried out by Israel, and the backing of this by the U.S. As a veteran of the free speech movement on the UC Berkeley campus in 1964, I can readily recognize that the situation on college campuses today is even more repressive than what we faced then. And there is a need for massive defiance and active challenging of this severe repression. Repression which, among other things, makes a mockery of free speech and academic freedom, revealing the actual dictatorship that is the essential reality of capitalist democracy. Trump MAGA fascism aims to make all this more openly and aggressively monstrous. To repeat this crucial point from message number 105, drawing from Hope for Humanity on a Scientific Basis, available at revcom.us, while capitalist dictatorship in any form is very oppressive of the masses of people and needs to be overthrown, an overt fascist dictatorship will mean that the oppression, atrocity, plunder, and destruction that is built into this system will be carried out more openly and aggressively, without the usual pretense of rights for the people or concern for the environment. Next important message. We Revcoms are serious, and all decent people need to be serious about actually defeating this Trump MAGA fascism.